So, what are your plans for getting into the Ice Palace?
The Alps will move the bulk of their forces to the borders of Zakor. We need to take out those positions. That will open the way for a direct assault. What I need to know first is whether the Separatists will help us with this attack, or if they attack us as we move against Zakor. Are you ready?
Your plan is a frontal attack.
We've scouted the Ice Palace, and now is the time to strike. The Albs have moved their forces. They trust too much in those energy barriers of theirs. All we need to do is take out the barrier generators, and we will open our way in. Your raider is perfect for that task. That's why we need it.
What will make you trust the Separatists?
The same as it took to trust you. I want to see them start shooting at Albs. Actions speak more than words. Actions earn trust.
One raider won't stop an army.
The Albs' biggest weak point is ELEX. With the converters gone, we've cut off their new supplies. Now, we need to take out what they have stockpiled.
How are we going to destroy the barrier generators?
We crippled a similar generator when we attacked the converter here in Idan. All we had to do was target the ventilation port. It took one shot from our ballista to cripple the generator, and that brought the shield down. Your radar cannon has a lot more power than a ballista. So, if you hit the generator's ventilation port at full power, it will blow and the Ice Palace will lose its defense.
And what if your plan to transmute all their ELEX stocks doesn't work?
If they still have their ELEX, we can't fight the Alb army. We will have to target their commanders instead. If we kill the Alb commanders in charge of the defenses around the Ice Palace, the resistance should crumble. With them dead, the soldiers won't stop us getting into the Ice Palace.
So, what are you planning to do when you get to the hybrid?
Heal him. If we can bring him into contact with a seedling, it will transmute the ELEX within him, changing his nature. We can heal him as we heal the planet.
To reach the hybrid, we will need the code to his chamber.
Don't you think I know that? But none of my prisoners have known the code or would give it up. All I have discovered is that it has something to do with the hybrid's past.
But what? The Elexitors are the only ones with access to the hybrid. Anyone below that rank can't enter the chamber unless the hybrid calls them personally.
Then you need to find an Elexitor and get the code out of him.
You said we could change the hybrid instead of killing him?
We can try and change him with mana. If it doesn't work, the mana will poison him. Is that a problem?
You think killing should be an easy decision?
That thing hasn't hesitated to order the deaths of hundreds, thousands. There is a chance we can convert it, change it with mana. But change him or kill him, he must be stopped.
The constant wars between the free people show me that the hybrid offers the best chance for the people of Magellan. We must bow to his wisdom. He must remain in control.
After everything we fought for, don't you see the hybrid only wants to enslave us? He has no interest in what we want.
I understand the consequences, and the cost to the free people. But the hybrid has his reasons, and it is our duty to obey him.
So, you remain a fanatic to the end? I hope your choice hasn't damned us all.
The Elexitors say that the hybrid has a greater plan for all of us. That he knows the nature of ELEX and why it came to our world. That he has the power to see the future. Before we act, We should find out what the hybrid knows. If we don't gain the knowledge, we could pay the price for it.
Well, if he has a plan that is supposed to benefit us, I haven't seen a sign of it. That thing only wants power. Listen to him if you must, but take this seedling into the chamber with you. You must attach it to the hybrid. That is how we will tame him or kill him.
The last time I tried to confront Calyx, he didn't come alone. There were Albs patrolling the area where we were to meet. I need to get him alone.
Then you must choose a place yourself. Zardum's old hiding place, for instance. Maybe there you will get a chance to meet Calyx alone.
It's good that I know where and how I can challenge Calyx. I will send Calyx a message through my adjutor. I expect he will go there straight away.
Then you should act now, before he decides to attack you.
How far advanced?
The planning is complete. If it works in practice, then all the ELEX on Magalan should be transmuted. But I can't control that amount of magical energy on my own. I will need a strong mage to help me. Someone who truly understands the nature of ELEX and mana.
Then ask Kaya.
Kaya has the ability. But as for the temperament, this isn't the time for impulsiveness. The magic we'd be channeling if she didn't follow orders.
What other choice do you have?
Well, bold times take bold decision. I'll have to trust her. But she won't listen to a request from me. You must ask her to do it. The lands of the...
Something's going on at the Ice Palace. Whatever it is, we need to shut it down.
Everything okay with us?
Us? Well, you're a dickhead. But we make a good team. You know, when I first met you, I thought you'd just fuck around.
Commander.
Thanks, you four.
Yeah, the leaders there are such fanatics.
This struggle will determine the fate of all the people on Magalan.
Thorold needs your help with this ELEX experiment.
So he thinks he's finally done it, does he? That he can take away the fighting strength of the Albs with one act of magic. You should help him. Tell Thorold I'll be there when he starts the experiment.
If I'm watching your back and you're watching mine, then who's watching what's out there?
How are you getting on with the Raider?
We're almost there, but only almost.
What else do you need to get the Raider ready?
One of the control jets must have taken a hit when it came down. If we don't fix that, the only thing you'll be flying is circles.
How do we get a new control jet?
Well, only the Albs build this kind of raider. So I guess the only place I can think of would be an Alb maintenance center. That means looking near the Ice Palace in Zakor.
So, not easy to get. I need that raider ready. The Albs are gathering strength to attack the free lands. We have to be one step ahead of them.
Well, I almost have the thing done, but... You want to take it to Zakor? Don't forget, half of that crate is mine.
What do I have to pay to buy your half?
Ah, so that's how it is. Then this isn't anything but a job to you, huh? Well, if that's the case, then you will have to hand over some crates packed with shards to pay for my work. So, it'll have to be 5,000 shards.
5,000?
You'll get the raider when I'm ready. But don't forget to pay me first, okay? And one more thing. Let's not pretend that I don't know who you really are, okay? You've done some impressive stuff, so don't turn out to be a shit in the end, will you? So, when does the raider have to be ready?
There are a few things to take care of first.
Is there a timescale coming at any point?
Alright, I have to take care of the Alb commanders in Zakor. That way I can open up a path to get to the Ice Palace without the Alb forces in that area killing me before I've managed to get close. I still have to figure out what the Separatists will do when we march into Zakor. Thorold the Pilgrim is yet to complete his ELEX experiment. That must be done before we attack. I still need to learn the access code for the Hybrid's chamber. I need that before I attempt to enter the Ice Palace. You still need your control jet for the raider. I still have to find the shards to buy you. For half of the raider.
Well, sounds like there's still something to do. Come back when that's taken care of. I'll make sure that the raider is prepared. Just make sure you get it done before the whole damn Alb army shows up here. One question. They're saying you're fighting your brother.
So?
So, is this just some big family bust-up? Is there any chance you're gonna turn around and buddy up again? I'm only asking because, you know, this affects the fate of the world and shit.
Alright, so this is... I have to take care of the Alb commanders in Zakor. That way I can open up a path to get to the Ice Palace without the Alb forces in that area killing me before I've managed to get close. I still have to figure... I need...
Well, come back...
Here, the 5,000 shards for the raider.
Okay. Sad to lose it, though. I'll hand the raider over to you when you're ready.
What a fucking wreck.
Kaya will help with the experiment.
She will? And is she ready now?
Why don't you ask yourself?
You're not the only mage, Kaya. I'm certain of my findings. 90% certain. 60 or 70% at worst. But if we pull it off, who's to know we were ever worried? Everything is ready. We can begin immediately.
This is a place we can have some fun. That fucking brute is looking for trouble! Brute is looking for trouble. Hiding in Zakor, cowering in bunkers. Coming out and fight, you bastards!
This could be useful.
Listen to your inner voice, my son.
I'm ready to it.
You have achieved much, but I am still to understand your intentions.
What do you mean?
Which side are you fighting for? Are you fighting against the hybrid? Or are you only motivated by your need to revenge yourself against the Elexitors?
This is not about sides. Ending this war is in everyone's best interest.
But what are your intentions for the hybrid? Will you admit that he seeks to control the destiny of the Owls? We will only fight alongside you if you share our interests. The hybrid goes, the old directives must be restored. Tell me your intentions.
Do you want to fight in Zakor or fight me here?
That all depends on your intentions for the hybrid. So tell me, what are you thinking?
We should reason with the hybrid. I'm sure he can teach us much.
You still don't get it, do you? You have fallen for the lies of the hybrid, and you would have us follow you back into the madness. We cannot take that risk.
I told you that all must comply with the hybrid's will. That includes you.
Then we will fight you with everything we have. You'll regret that.
The Alms and our cause must survive. Our people stand on the edge of destruction, and only we can prevent it.
But what are your intentions for the hybrid? Will you admit that he seeks to control the destiny of the Owls? We will only fight alongside you if you share our interests. The hybrid goes, the old directives must be restored. Tell me your intentions.
The hybrids...
You still don't get it, do you? You have fallen for the lies of the hybrid. Then we will fight.
Won't get away from me.
I know you're here, Calyx. Show yourself so we can end this.
Where is the tactical skill that had the hybrid ready to appoint you one of the chosen? There you stand in the open, ready to be picked off. How vulnerable your feelings have made you.
What brought you here, Calyx? I sent you one message, and you came running?
So, you know about our past? Wardick should have kept our secret. I will not let you spread the story further. I will keep my honor.
That sounds like emotion to me, Calyx. Fear, anger, confusion. Which of those drove your attempt to murder me?
Murder? You failed your mission. The directive is clear. Failure of a mission is punishable by execution. Is that why you really came here, Jax? Are you ready to die?
How long have you known that we are the children of berserkers?
I have always known. You were too young to remember, but I have always remembered the faces of my real parents. They too are irrelevant. We benefited from the fact we were taken from the berserkers.
What did you mean, appoint me to the chosen?
All albs the hybrid sees as having Alexitor potential have a biocore chip implanted to maximize their efficiency. They and others he sees the potential in. We have been selected to serve his future, to ensure the future comes to pass. You had been chosen to evolve to the next level. The hybrid had even had you implanted with a chip ready to communicate with you, so he could guide your thoughts.
If I have a chip, then why hasn't the hybrid ordered me back to Zakor? How can I have my free will?
Because you got lucky. Your chip must have been damaged when I attempted to execute you. That is the only explanation.
Convenient that your proof has been destroyed.
Tell me, Jax, do you never see images you can't explain? Visions?
Yes.
Some of those will be memories. Others are thoughts that spring from your connection to the hybrid. He sees the future, the plans of the free people. All of Magalan and some of those visions will have leaked into your mind through the chip.
I must speak to the hybrid directly. What is the code to his chamber?
Only Alexitors can be told that. You are no Alexitor.
I know the code has something to do with the hybrid's past, but all I know of his past is that the Albs found him, that he showed our leaders the future and took control of our people.
The past is irrelevant. All that counts is the future.
So why does the hybrid hide this? What is it about his past that he wants to stay hidden? You saw his past when you had an audience with him.
What I saw is irrelevant.
The universe, skies stretching to infinity. Does that relate to the code? You said Tarek talked about the old world. Is that a clue? Come on, Calyx. You know there is more to this. I know you wanted answers then. You must still want them.
I serve the directive. The law demands the death of those who learn it illegally.
So I'm right. It is something to do with his past, with what you saw.
The past is irrelevant.
It could be anything. It would be logical for it to be random. It would be efficient to change it, but instead the code remains the same and is rumored. Doesn't that sound emotional? Why would he stick with something like that? It has to mean something.
You are allowing your own emotions to cloud your thinking.
Our world is in the head. We should know what makes him.
The past is irrelevant. All that counts The hybrid must achieve supreme.
You must remember your past. It explains who you are.
Who I was has no impact on my decisions today. Only the hybrid and the future count. You have come to me with the emotion and twisted logic of the free people. Listening to you any longer is a waste of time. I will end this here. You had your chance. You will not stand again.
Don't leave me hanging again, okay? I'm here!
The code is something to do with the hybrid's past, and the vision that Kellex saw. Kelex's reaction proves I'm on the right track, and it has something to do with the old world. Perhaps it might mean something to Harley. He knows a lot about old world installations.
You will not stand again. Is that why?
But
with you, they, that,
yes,
some of these, what,
come,
the,
you, it, you, we,
the,
something is wrong with the hybrid. Committing yourself to him will only destroy you.
The hybrid is the only way we can survive.
His understanding of evolution and his ability to see the future are the only ways that we can save Magellan. So he says, but what proof is there? And what is it he sees in the future?
The future is for the hybrid to know.
The future can be decided by anyone. We can build a future together instead of killing hundreds at the word of the hybrid.
Your opinion has become clouded by emotion. You no longer see the
When the hybrid is defeated by an outcast, then you will see his flaws. I will ensure that happens.
You have come to me with the emotion and listening to you, and I will end this. You will not stand against me.
Something to do with the hybrid's past. And the vision that Kellex saw. Kelex's reaction proves I'm on the right track, And it has something to do with the old
I have
world.
nothing to say to you.
Perhaps it might mean something to Harley. He knows a
I
lot
have
about
nothing
old
to
world
say to you.
installations.
I have nothing to say to you. I have nothing to say to you.
Have you seen Warbeck, my father?
I thought he was traveling with you. I don't know where he is now.
When can we go?
Here.
Well, that's a good piece of work. I'll get to repairing this right away.
I met with my brother Calyx, the Elexitor.
Ah, really? And you beat him, right? Then we should be happy you're not in pieces. I mean, that guy's a maniac, right?
My brother won't trouble us anymore. But this is far from over.
So, this is more than just a family feud. So what's the problem?
The Albs are led by the hybrid. It is him they serve. It is him they pledge their lives to. But I don't know why. I don't know what he is planning for the Albs, or for Magellan. Everything that happens, that has happened for generations, is because of the hybrid. Only he can answer my questions. Only he can end this war.
So, what are you planning?
If I am to get the answers I need, then I have to find a way to get to the hybrid in the Ice Palace. But that means I need to get the code to access his chamber.
Do you know where you can get it?
All that I know is the code has something to do with the hybrid's past, and has something to do with stars, the universe, infinite skies.
Infinite skies. Hey, that's something I've seen before in a couple of places. But where? Where? Yeah, I got it. There's an old industrial complex out to the southwest of Idan where I found some stuff that mentioned that. An old lab there. But, nah, forget it. Why would that have anything to do with the hybrid?
You mean the old world ruins at the foot of the mountain? Where I found the first replacement part for the Raider?
Yeah, that's the place. That's where I saw those words. It could be a coincidence, but... weird, huh? I mean, maybe you can find the answer there.
Perhaps, but there's only one way to find out, and that means going there.
Our preparations are almost complete.
The Ice Palace? And you found some other lunatics to help you?
It's the only way to stop the hybrid from conquering Magalan.
Yeah. Or it's a way to piss him off so he decides to come out fighting and kill everything that moves. But until then, maybe I'll come and watch him take you apart. Have fun out there. I know I will.
Right. Let's find some trouble. Let's finish them!
This doesn't work. Too easy.
Get that.
Checking.
Looks like we're in for some trouble.
We will do it together.
There's gotta be some action here.
Here I am.
trouble? You got it. That's enough of that.
This is your end.
That's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's enough of that.
Get ready.
You want trouble? You got it.
I'm in.
Okay, now it'll get interesting.
Here I am. Just you wait.
fight! Well, this is all fucked, isn't it? Haha, fight!
Here's the place Harley said he found reference to Infinite Skies, an old-world complex built to hide something from the outside world. Infinite Skies, a corporation that worked on secret research in the old world. They say the hybrid saw the day the comet struck, that he survived. It must be true. Here he was, holed up and hidden in a device of his own making in order to protect himself from the impact. Saved from the fires, but changed by the ELEX. A man become mutant. All that had possessed him while he was a man was the thought of surviving the disaster that was to come. He tried to prepare a select group, those who would be welcomed to the Infinite Skies. A chance to leave the planet, to avoid destruction. But the plan failed. The government failed to listen to him. He had failed to save them. All he wanted to do was survive. So here he hid. Here he survived. But what did he become? ELEX flooding his body. His hunger for it grew. His mind opened. He became more dependent on it. But what was this man? Who was it that became the hybrid that rules Zakor today? Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins. Immortal. Inaccessible. All-powerful. The pinnacle of evolution. Still driven by the need to survive, he began to see the future. He saw the future then. But what of now? Can the hybrid truly see the future? What does he want for himself? Survival? Safety? A future for us? There is only one way to know. I must speak to him. Secured with a password that referred to the name its human form once took. Now I can reach him. His name, Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins. Now I know the code to the hybrid's chamber. I should use it.
I cannot believe you survived.
Then recognize the truth. Neither you or the hybrid are infallible.
No. No. The hybrid must still have plans for you. Plans that I am yet to understand.
Then let me come with you. We can face him together.
No. I cannot allow that. Be warned. Come to the Ice Palace, and it will be your death. You had better stay away from it, brother.
Now this is a place we can have some fun.
Get the job, or go get.
I met with Calyx.
And? Did you find what you were looking for?
No.
but I now understand my brother's true nature.
Truth. It always brings its own burden.
You should be...
So be it. Keep your distance. This could be dangerous for anybody close by. We failed. We were close, but Zardom must have known what we were planning. I can't try again alone. Even if we can find Kaya, it would take weeks to recalibrate everything before attempting that again. We must move to attack the Ice Palace as soon as we can. If they are this intent on stopping us, the hybrid must be close to achieving his plans.
What if Zardom wasn't responsible for your failure? What if something else stopped your transmutation?
His intervention is the only thing that makes sense.
You don't seem certain.
The only other explanation is that ELEX itself was resisting the transformation. But that's not probable.
Not probable or not possible?
Resistance would imply purpose, consciousness. And ELEX is a substance, not an entity. It isn't alive.
Kaya thought ELEX could be alive.
What are you talking about?
She said that's what she felt. That ELEX is more than a substance, that it communicated with her. Couldn't that be what went wrong?
What you're saying is impossible. Kaya is able enough when it comes to magic, but she's misinterpreted what she's seen. I've run experiments on ELEX, studied it for years, and I've seen nothing to indicate that what you're saying is true. How could Kaya just stumble on something like this in the time she's had?
What about Kaya?
Kidnapping her has stopped me making any further progress with my plans. But then killing her would also have stopped the transmutation. So why did he kidnap her? Zardom must have seen the same power in Kaya that you did. He must be planning to use that power for himself in some way.
He was interested in her. He asked me to find her. That can't be a coincidence. Where do you
Zakor. His ambition has always been to take command there. He seeks a chance to rule. So, he'll want to keep an eye on things in the Ice Palace. He will be close to there.
What will you do now that the experiment...
We must take the fight to the hybrid. It seems an assault on the Ice Palace is the only way to end this war. We will see each other again in Zakor. But we will stand against each other as enemies there. I know you want to protect the hybrid. And I can see no future for Magellan while that abomination still lives. The hybrid must be killed.
Then you're going to try and get in.
If we can make it into the Ice Palace, then it is time to confront him. The hybrid planted a control chip, and if it worked, he could have told me to kill myself at any time. But the failed attempt to execute me must have damaged the chip instead. That means I can get to him. Then maybe I can find out what he really wants.
Aye. Every time you make this personal, I get pissed at you. This is about more than just you egomaniac.
Alright. I still have to figure out what the Separatists will do when we march into Zakor.
Well, sounds like there's still something. Come back when that's taken care of. Just make sure you get it done before the
Fucking countryside.
What are you?
Zakor's exploitation of them must be stopped once.
But what are your intentions for the hybrid? Will you admit? Will tell me? We cannot take that.
I told
them.
You'll regret that.
So this is where we're up to. I've completed everything. I'm just waiting for you to finish the raider.
You just tell me when you're good to go, and I'll have it ready.
Talk is cheap. Get out.
The most impressive pigsty in Edan. I bet there's a warlord squatting in there somewhere.
I'm preparing to attack the Ice Palace.
Yes, I've heard you have been working with Thorald. I have heard reports of Alb troop movements in Zekor. It's time you moved. Will you fight alongside Thorald?
Looks like it.
Good. Then I will wait on Thorald's order to send you support. Magalan is depending on you both. Bring an end to the hybrid.
Put that weapon away. Well, you had to do something that made sense in the end.
You shouldn't rely on machines.
Study and duty are the...
I'm making preparations to attack the Ice Palace.
Then I wish you well. There was a time when I would have pledged you my support, but I cannot join you. I cannot leave here, now that I am the last judicator of Horde. I wish you luck. May Kalan be with you.
Catch up with you again later.
How could he be so stupid?
Fuck this place. Let's find some action.
Get that flyer ready to go. I will start the attack on Zakor now.
Attack? Right. So you're not just using this for transport?
No, I need the raider to take out a shield generator.
Right. You could have said that earlier.
Why? What's the problem?
You never said anything about weapon systems.
We said fully operational.
You said you wanted to fly it. I've not had time to repair the weapon systems on top of everything else.
Then why didn't you tell me that?
Then why didn't you tell me what you were planning? If I had known, I could have told you the weapons weren't... I've just about had time to get this thing flying again. It's a complex machine.
Attacking that generator from the air is the only way to take it out. I'll have to ram it.
That's suicide. How will you get out in time?
This is the only way in. So I'll have to figure out how to escape when I'm there.
You are one crazy son of a bitch. You fuck this up, we're all dead. Are you sure you want to do this?
I'm not asking for volunteers. You stupid son of a bitch. Good luck, Ray. We're counting on you.
it looks like some crazy-ass hat did your flying stunt for you. That guy must have owed you big time.
Ray, you crazy bastard. I guess he felt guilty for getting me into this mess. Well, Ray, you've opened the way to the Ice Palace. I guess it's time for me to go deeper into Zakor.
I think the others are already waiting on you. Good luck. Go show the hybrid. I hope you get the answers you need. And try not to get killed. We'll all be here, hoping not to die. What are you doing? Things won't take...
No, not now.
I knew Zardom must have brought you here.
The feel of this place is terrible. Where are we?
In Zardom's hideout, on the border between Abessa and Zakor.
That explains the disturbance in the ELEX.
Where is he? Where is Zardom?
I don't know. He hasn't been here for a long time.
Well, then he must have got what he wanted. That means he's gone to the Ice Palace.
That bastard paralyzed me and left me here. He must have planned that all along. Why didn't he just kill me?
He must have wanted to use your strength. It must have been part of his plan to regain his place in the Ice Palace. But you must have been too strong for him.
Well, why ever he left me alive, it was a mistake. I won't let him surprise me like that again. Thank you for looking for me.
Follow me.
Very well. I've got a bad feeling about this place.
I'll take care of it. Fuck you. Not now.
Not now.
Analyzing conversational parameters.
Not now.
Not now.
There you are. We are ready. If you are ready, then we can leave immediately.
And so you are going to work with Nasty? Will you fight alongside the clerics?
It is the only way we stand a chance against the Alb defenses. They have realized that by now, as we have all realized that this all depends on you now. If you have anything to take care of before the attack, you must do it now. We stand ready for the order to attack.
Damn it, what's wrong with you? You almost missed all the fun here. You should go and speak to Thorold. Then we can finally get started.
Not now.
So be it. Every man ready. Well then, attack!
Whatever it is.
So are you looking for trouble?
That's it. The Alb's defenses have been destroyed. But our work is far from complete. You must take on the next task. You must inject mana into the hybrid. It's the only way he can be stopped. The fate of Magalan is on your shoulders. Go. Change the future.
Stay alert out there.
We should go. It's dangerous here. I'll wait here for you.
Jax, you have betrayed your comrades, and it seems even now you have not returned to serve the directive.
My own kind betrayed me.
You truly are misguided.
No, I have learned the truth. The choices the Albs have made will destroy them. You must change the destiny of our people.
Our destiny is set.
You say our, but you're talking about the Hybrid's plans.
Our people pledged our destiny to the Hybrid. We were lost, and he gave us purpose. The directive will bring all of us to the next stage of evolution. The free people will be left behind as we ascend to the next level. ELEX is evolution, and we are the people who shall make that leap.
The Albs will evolve, but we must control our own destiny.
The Albs and all of Zakor are doomed if we continue in this way. Our people committed ourselves to this cause. You cannot expect us to step back. Now we are on the edge of achieving all that we have fought for. The Hybrid will soon complete his work, and our people will seize the rewards promised to us.
I will learn the truth when I speak to the Hybrid.
You think the Hybrid will speak to you? You betrayed the directive. You brought our enemies to our gates. He will never allow you an audience.
He has no choice.
The shot to your head may not have killed you, but it has obviously damaged your brain. You lost the focus and strength that are the gifts of the Albs.
I was betrayed by someone here in the Ice Palace.
The directive does not allow for betrayal.
The attack on my raider, my execution. It was all planned before I left the Ice Palace. Now, you will tell me why.
You blame your failures on others. Even your own father recognized that weakness in you. He feared that you were not ready for the role you had. That you would bring only danger to your people.
Wardick said that?
Wardick was ever a faithful servant of the Hybrid. He would not let family bonds undermine his commitment to the Hybrid and the directive. He was shamed by your weakness, and his shame at your failures that drove him from the Ice Palace. You destroyed his future, and left him with the choice of suicide, or exile with the Separatists. Since then, it is clear to me that he has given up ELEX, and fallen into the madness of emotions.
This is guesswork.
It is something I should have seen earlier. Before he left, he called you a bastard. Perhaps he was succumbing to emotion even then.
Who benefited from my execution?
I ordered your personal effects disposed of shortly after your crash. Your father took them. Calyx took the role of Alexator. A role that should have been your destiny if you hadn't failed. But that is irrelevant. The worthy are promoted when the weak fall.
We will see who's weak, Tarek. I no longer follow the directive. I am no slave to the Hybrid.
If you think you can face the Hybrid and live, you are mistaken. Death will prove you wrong. The strong will prevail. The Albs will evolve. That is Magellan's future.
I couldn't reach the hybrid. He blocked me from going to him. My head is nothing but pain. I've never felt anything like this.
The hybrid is using the chip to stop you.
I can't reach him. I can't go further. Why would he block me?
He knows you could be a danger to him. Stay here. I will go on alone. I will get the answers we seek.
No. I
will discover the hybrid's true intentions. For us and for Magalan. Try not to get yourself killed in the meantime.
You are here. I see you, Jax. Despite the expectations of some, my sons have grown to become exceptionally strong. Whether this is the warrior gene or the fighting spirit of the berserkers, I do not know. But if this becomes widely known, I will have no way back. My fate will be sealed. If it is their berserker heritage, that isn't helping in their struggle to keep their will. It is clear to me that I have lost both of them to the hybrid. The hybrid's control of them is complete, and they will soon take my place. But what if their past is discovered? No impure can join the chosen. Their impurity may lead to my execution if it is discovered. Tarek is beginning to grow suspicious. He will use this to destroy me. Now only the death of my sons can save me. I just learned that Jax is to be sent in search of Thorold the Pilgrim. Jax will be more vulnerable once he is outside the Ice Palace. If the hybrid is to be stopped, then it is time to act. I have asked Zardon to come to the meeting point. He will ensure that things are taken care of from there. Everything will have to move quickly now if I am not to miss this chance to stop him. Jax is alive. I have heard many reports that confirm this. It is more than just rumor. Tarek must not have heard this news, or he would have acted against me. Calyx must have failed his mission to execute his brother. But he remains the best option I have to eliminate Jax before he can return to the hybrid. I will have to bring them together, so that Calyx can finish his task. With luck, neither of them will return, and I will be free from the past. My plan failed. Jax cannot be found. But all the reports suggest Jax is now fighting alongside the Free People. He has acted against the directive. Against Zakor. I will have to leave the Ice Palace and find him before Tarek learns of his treason. Jax's defection will be my death. One way or another. The exile and the Separatists are now my only chance.
So, Wardick worked with Zardom to sabotage my mission. He sent my father Calyx to kill me, and all to save his own position at the Ice Palace. The man who claims to be my father wanted me dead, and instead, He was forced from the Ice Palace himself. Now we will see which of us death finds first.
All ELEX to the hybrid.
Warwick and Zardom betrayed us all.
Wardeck was brought down by your frailties. Zardom grew too emotional. He believed in himself before the directive.
There is more to it than that. They worked together to plan this. Zardom only ever had one goal. Your position. The rank of First Elexeter. And Warwick dreamed of creating a dynasty. A legacy for himself. But we are not his children. We weren't even born in Zakor. Warwick took us from the Berserkers as children, and he fought to keep that secret from you.
Then Wardeck has been flawed for longer than I thought. And he was right to hide your heritage. I would have doubted your abilities. You have only proved that I was right to doubt you.
I have broken free. You are still the hybrid servant.
Your strength is admirable, but you are so misguided in your aims. That is your weakness.
I'm back with you. Go on. I'll wait here for you.
No, I'd better not.
All
You must have many questions. Come to me. We have much to discuss.
So, you are here. I have been awaiting your arrival.
If you wanted to see me, you shouldn't have allowed my execution.
You are speaking with emotion, not logic.
The hybrid sees all, so did you order my death, or just allow it? Was it my past that condemned me?
The past is irrelevant. Only the future holds any importance.
If my past is irrelevant, why did you put a chip in my head to control my thoughts?
The chip improves efficiency. If the chip hadn't been damaged, you would not be asking this question. You would know that true understanding is only possible through me. Join the Chosen, and you will know the meaning of our work.
The same promise you have made to the Alps since you took control. I came here for answers, not more empty promises.
More emotion. Your personal quest is meaningless. If you think your actions now have consequence, you are mistaken. Your arrival here is proof that you are closer to the next step in evolution than any of your kind. But there are things you are yet to understand.
When will I reach the next step of evolution?
Soon. With the things I have learned, I will open the way for the Chosen. You will lead the way into the world that will come after this.
The free people will not allow you to succeed. They won't stop until you are dead.
My death is of no consequence to me, but to Magalan. If I die, so this world will die, for only I can ensure its survival. What the free people think is irrelevant. But you, Jax, you must understand the truth. The comet that destroyed Magalan's civilization did not arrive by chance. It was sent to begin the changes to our world, to prepare it for those who follow. There is nothing we can do to stop this. We can only be ready for their arrival. That is the truth I have guarded, and I have been preparing our world for this day.
Who is coming?
Those who will inherit our world. The further I evolve, the more I can hear their voices. First, as whispers, now as minds I can commune with.
Can we stop them?
They can divert comets and send them across vast distances. Their power is well beyond our own.
If you really know the future, then tell me what will happen.
The world, as you know it, will not exist in a few years. All life that remains will be forced to obey those who come to us now. They will obey, or they will cease to exist. The world must be changed before they arrive. ELEX will see to that. But we must prepare people and gather the ELEX that will make the changes that must come.
If individuals aren't important, then why do we need you?
My destiny was set the day the comet struck our planet. ELEX transformed me. It was an accident of fate, no plan of those who follow. But it has made me their emissary. You think you fight to save our world, but it is me, and me alone, who can do that. You have accomplished much, Jax, but your work is worse than futile. You think of yourself as a savior, But if we stand against these beings, we will all perish. Now, at least the chosen will survive.
You don't expect me to believe all of this.
I foresaw the day the comet would strike our world. I was there when it hit. All my words, all my warnings, all were ignored. The world refused to listen until it was too late. That day, the ELEX changed me. I was reborn, evolved. I failed to save us then. I will not fail again. The free people cannot be allowed to stand in our way. Their infighting had long stopped them from successfully interfering with our plans. All the ELEX on Magalan shall be required if we are to stand against the coming threat. You once followed my word without question. It is a loss to us all that my influence ended with your brother's botched attempt to kill you. But now, you know the truth, and you can complete our vision together. Now the Judicator Ulbricht is dead. You must use your influence to stop the clerics. If you value the future of all you have seen, you will serve me and save our world.
Why not work with the free people to stop these invaders? Maybe if we fight on the same side, we can defeat these beings together.
The free people are using ELEX and their technology, their world hearts, and their magic. They are blind to its true purpose. ELEX was sent here to change our planet in preparation for those who follow. Nothing can be allowed to stop that change. The free people understand nothing but their own personal vengeances. That is why the Alps live without emotion.
Imagine what they could achieve if you worked with them.
They have no interest in peace. They crave only hate, emotion, and greed drives their conflict. And
is there no one amongst the free people who could join the Chosen?
Thorald, the Pilgrim, was the closest to defeating me. His powers would be helpful to us. But no, his emotions and self-doubt meant he needed another mage. That was his downfall. He is too emotional as well. The mage's connection to ELEX was so strong that Thorald lost control of her and the ELEX. My future.
It seems you are the only one who knows the truth.
My vision is the only one way to save Magalan. The Chosen will evolve to serve those who follow. All ELEX must serve my purpose. All people must serve me.
I didn't come here to let you rule this world. Your time is over. You should understand that despite my lack of ELEX, I have eliminated my emotions. I did not come all this way to die at your hands. I came here to take back control of my world. Your plans were wrong then. They are wrong now. You are not the superior being you think you are.
My past is meaningless. It holds no fear. Your attempt to use it only proves that you cling to the irrelevant. Die now, or die at the hands of those that follow. Your death will be meaningless. Only my survival matters now. Of all the futures I had seen, this was not amongst them. Despite all of my preparation and all the ELEX you have shown yourself stronger than all of that.
So, will you submit or will you die?
You have defeated me, but you are not strong enough to fight the beings coming to rule our world. If I die, then so does Magalan. For the free people do not have the strength to fight these beings. You must see their weakness.
The free people fight amongst themselves. Their leaders believe more in superstition than in logic. They cannot fight against the beings you describe.
Then you must use your strength. I have done my best to prepare for the arrival of those who are yet to come. Now, it is your right to take my place. You should take my place in the machine and become the new hybrid.
I have no interest in becoming a mutant. You will stay there to serve the elves, while I ensure the free people do not interfere with our plans.
Then I will put Zekor's defense in your hands. If you agree, I will begin the preparations to activate the machine and begin to change our world.
Begin your preparations. You will continue to communicate with these beings by informing me of all that must be done. The Albs will reach the next stage of evolution.
Very well.
I will take this truth to the free people. They will accept their destiny, or they will die.
You are truly worthy of leading these forces. You will lead the Chosen into the future.
Your guidance will take us there. You will receive all the ELEX you need to ensure that Magalan belongs to the Albs, that we will be the Chosen.
The future is yours, Jax. It is for you to lead us. I will lead your visions. That is my destiny. But you shall control all those who serve me.
And all Magalan shall bow to Zekor.
That is your destiny. You will shape our future. Soon, you will be ready to take the next step in evolution. Then, you will have more power than you can imagine.
So be it. All must hear the word of the hybrid. All ELEX will be ours.
Those who would be the new lords of this world will arrive soon. It is your task to prepare the people of Magalan for their arrival. Those who would be the... It is your task to prepare the...
Magalan, a world reshaped by the comet. A civilization lost in fire and ash. The hybrid spoke of his plan to prepare the world for what is to come. To make us understand the changes that ELEX is making to our world. But after all the years of his secrecy, the blood that has been spilled to gather ELEX to feed his powers. Who will listen to his warning? There is power in ELEX. It has changed every living thing on Magalan. The creatures that made it, that reforged our world from out amongst the stars, are coming to claim their creation. Will that mean an end to all that is here? Or will it be a gateway to evolution? It is now my task to prepare for that day. To decide the future of Magalan. The hybrid's era is gone. Now, all the factions must decide. I have chosen my destiny. Now they must choose theirs.
Так, ну, вот мы и добили наконец-то игру. В первую очередь поздравляю себя. Думаю, вряд ли кто-то меня сейчас смотрит. Скорее всего, никто. Сейчас, кстати, проверим. Вот. А теперь послевкусие, скажем так. Чисто, возможно, для себя. Чтобы потом себе напомнить, что это за игра. которую я ждал в свое время. В принципе, неплохая игра. Довольно-таки неплохое добротное РПГ в стиле пираний. Вот. Сюжет, конечно... Блин, я даже не сказал, что сюжет хреновый. Сюжет очень даже ничего. В стиле такой постапокалиптики. В принципе, классика. Инопланетяне, бла-бла-бла, вторжение и так далее и тому подобное. Банально, но довольно-таки неплохо и свежо. Я не сильно помню много таких РПГшек, скажем так, где напутанное средневековье, и магия, и технологии, и все разом. Вот. Hellblade что-то похожее было. Но эта игра, конечно, прикольная. Мне нравится такой жанр, сеттинг и так далее. Проработано круто. Блин, есть, конечно, куча косяков, багов и так далее, но тем не менее ее все сравнивали с Ведьмаком, и тот же Ведьмак AAA проект, но багов в нем не меньше, блин. И забавных, куча видосов в интернете есть. Так что, в принципе, хорошая добротная РПГ. Вот, на твердую 8 по 10-бальной шкале. Вот так вот. Ну все, всем спасибо, кто меня смотрел периодически. Вот. И спасибо разработчикам за данную игру. Все. Всем хорошего вечера, ночи, дня и так далее. Всем пока.
It is done. The machine has commenced its work. Our future is at hand. Soon, we will claim the rewards we have been promised.
Yes, but the war has caused great damage.
But all those who have survived will be part of the new world. A world that we create and control ourselves.
We will have to care for our own people first. The Alps must now decide their future.
Then we must begin our planning and start the work of rebuilding Zekor. We must ensure that traitor Zardom is given no more chances to interfere with our work.
I will see what can be done to stop Zardom.
I admit, I underestimated your abilities. When I heard you had been executed, I thought that was the end of you. Even when I started to hear news of your survival, I doubted your return. Anyone else in your position would have died, or given up. But what you have accomplished, you will determine the fate of our world. I will assist you in the trials that are to come. All ELEX to the
All ELEX to the hybrid.
You are a traitor to your... You are a traitor to your kind.
That weapon's gonna get you in trouble. Smart decision.
Are you all right?
The closer I got to the hybrid, the worse my headaches became. The hybrid did something to me, to prevent me from reaching him.
It was the chip in your head. When you tried to execute me, you destroyed the chip and released me from his control. You didn't know at the time, but your attack was what allowed me to reach the hybrid.
You confronted him? Does that mean the war is over?
For the moment, brother. But we must be prepared for what is to come.
Tell me how I can help you.
You should stay here in the Ice Palace. Not everyone will understand the changes that are happening here. You will need to eliminate those who stand against us.
So, the conflict continues?
This is a battle that must be won. We must prepare our people for the struggle to come.
So be it. You can rely on me to do my part.
I know. Together, we can save our people.
All ELEX to the hut.
Those who would be the new lords of this world. It is your task to prepare the people.
You are...
That isn't going to work. Didn't you hear the attack order?
The cleric Conrad is still alive. Why should I help you and the damn clerics? If you think that's happening, you've lost your mind.
If that's so, then why are you here?
To watch the Albs put you lot down. I heard you with that infernal machine, the hybrid.
Is that what you heard?
So, what did the hybrid say?
A great deal, but I doubt you could understand it. But so you understand, you will lose Tavar. The hybrid intends to terraform the whole world, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
He can do what he wants in Zakor. As long as the hybrid stays on his side of the ice border, I don't care.
It isn't just Zakor. This world must change.
And the Albs?
The Albs too.
Ha! Then the Albs are fucked too? Tell the hybrid he should think again. Stay in Zakor, and all will be well. Challenge me, and you will regret it. Ah, it's cold as death here. I don't understand how the Albs have lasted so long in this place. Maybe the cold for so long is why the Alb defenses gave way.
The destruction of the Alb defenses was nothing to do with you, that's for sure.
No, it was just a gift the world has given to me. Well, that was a good show, but I'd better go before I freeze to death. Talk is cheap.
Is it over? Were you able to inject the mana into the hybrid?
It is done. Exactly as you wanted. The hybrid will begin a new age. Your role will be different than you imagined.
Whoa, what do you mean? You reconnected with him? How could I have been so foolish to believe that it could have been different? I trusted a tool of the machine to set things right. My hope, my faith, has caused me to fail a second time. I cannot allow that betrayal to go unpunished.
So are you looking for trouble?
This won't work.